Tuesday, the 26th of December 2023. I'm Anthony Ellis. On the morning of December 26, 2023, the Prime Minister announced the final results of the 2022 economic census in Cambodia at the Sokha Hotel. The 2022 economic census, a comprehensive undertaking involving and participation of owners of economic entities across the nation. It was conducted during the COVID-19 pandemic and aimed to interview all economic entities in Cambodia's 25th provinces and capitals. The National Institute of Statistics of the Ministry of Planning, with the technical support of the World Bank and the Australian Agency of International Development, successfully completed the census. The project was carried out in collaboration with relevant ministries, institutions and national and subnational bodies. The main purpose of the census was to compile essential statistics on economic entities and create a master list of such entities in Cambodia. This information is crucial for policymakers, planners, researchers and other stakeholders, as it provides insights in the state of economic activities and structures. The master list of economic services benchmark and sample lists of related surveys on companies, enterprises, businesses, crafts, trade and services, with the exception of other agricultural entities. Moreover, the census results contribute to the monitoring of elevation of socio-economic development policies and plans at both national and sub-national levels. They provide an indicated data necessary for updating Cambodia's economic situation, including information on economic activities, production, services, workforce, financial status and other relevant. The 2022 Cambodian economic census covered a wide range of economic, including market units, companies, enterprises, factories, state-owned enterprises, financial institutions, handcrafts, wholesale and retail businesses, online retail, schools, universities, health centres, hospitals and even pagodas and other service providers. The latest results from the 2022 economic census revealed a total of 756,000 economic units, marking 49% increase compared to 2011 economic crisis, which accounted to 500,000. By 2022, 50% of these located in urban areas, 61%. Collective, these units employed nearly 3 million people, with 1.8 being women. The economic census primarily covered two sectors: industry 7% and services 93%. The data was categorised by province, size, participants and economic activities and income expenditure levels. We have Srawat standing by at the Sokha Hotel here in Phnom Penh, waiting for the Prime Minister. Good morning, Srawat.
$1,000,000 ចំណូលពីការលក់ប្រចាំឆ្នាំ 2022 គឺបានកើនឡើងដល់ $50,686 លានដុល្លារ
We're just waiting now for the Prime Minister to turn up at the Sokha Hotel, and Srawat is standing by to just tell us a little bit what's happening.
Yes, right now I'm at Sokha Hotel. Soon the Prime Minister of Cambodia will preside over this launching ceremony on the national report on the final result of economic census 2022 in Cambodia 2022, and this is the second time that the Cambodia was make the report related to the census of the economic census in the country. The first one was established on 2011, and now the second one. And this is a very important one because they have the statistic and also they have the master list of the business in the Cambodia, and also what the important thing, and also making the direction to the government what they need to promote and willing to do in the next term, in the new term. And right now there are many people, the high-ranking officer of the Royal Government Cambodia and the ambassador of the foreign ambassador in Cambodia comes to this venue today as well, and many more of also the NGO, the government officer comes to attend. And now the Prime Minister of Cambodia arriving here at the venue, and so the details led to the Prime Minister preside over the ceremony will be see, and also I will do the brief after the Prime Minister finishes his speech. Thank you, Anthony.
Great, thank you very much, Ray. I look forward to your input after the Prime Minister's speech. As you said, the Prime Minister's just arrived now, where he'll give the senses of the amendment economic of the 2022, and you guys said this morning on December 26, 2023, the Prime Minister announcing the final results of the 2022 economic census at the Cambodia Soccer Hotel. The 22 economic census and comprehensive strategic undertaking involved the participation of owners of all economic entries across the nation. It was conducted during
សូមគោរពសម្ដេចមហាបវរធិបតីហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីនៃព្រះរាជាណាចក្រកម្ពុជាជាទីគោរពដ៏ពងពោះបំផុតសូមគោរពឲ្យដំលោកជំទាវសមាជិកសមាជិកានៃព្រឹទ្ធសភារដ្ឋសភាជាទីគោរពដ៏ពងពោះសូមគោរពឲ្យដំលោកជំទាវឧបនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីទេសរដ្ឋមន្ត្រីរដ្ឋមន្ត្រីប្រតិភូអមនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីជាទីគោរពសូមគោរពឯកឧត្តមប៊ិនត្រឆៃរដ្ឋមន្ត្រីក្រសួងផែនការជាទីគោរពឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវជាឯកអគ្គរដ្ឋទូតឯកអគ្គរដ្ឋទូតវិសាមញ្ញនិងពេញសមត្ថភាពប្រចាំព្រះរាជាណាចក្រកម្ពុជាឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវគណៈអភិបាលរាជធានីខេត្តឯកឧត្តមអ្នកអុកញ៉ាលោកជំទាវមន្ត្រីរាជការគ្រប់លំដាប់ថ្នាក់នៃក្រសួងផែនការភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសជាតិអន្តរជាតិព្រមទាំងអង្គប្រតិទាំងមូលជាទីគោរពផ្ដើមនៅកម្មវិធីជាដំបូងនេះសូមគោរពអញ្ជើញសម្ដេចធិបតីព្រមទាំងអង្គប្រតិទាំងមូលគោរពអញ្ជើញក្រោកឈរឡើងដើម្បីប្រុងប្រៀបគោរពទង់ជាតិគោរពទង់ជាតិនៃព្រះរាជាណាចក្រកម្ពុជាគោរព សម្ដេចព្រមទាំងអង្គប្រតិទាំងមូលគោរពអញ្ជើញសម្រួលអេរិយាបថជាបន្តសូមការអនុញ្ញាតដកពងពោះគោរពអញ្ជើញឯកឧត្តមប៊ិនត្រឆៃរដ្ឋមន្ត្រីក្រសួងផែនការគោរពអញ្ជើញថ្លែងនូវកិច្ចស្វាគមន៍និងរបាយការណ៍ ខ្ញុំបាទសូមគោរពចំពោះសម្ដេចមហាបវរធិបតីហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីនៃព្រះរាជាកម្ពុជាជាទីគោរពដ៏ពងពោះបំផុតឯកឧត្តមឧបនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រីទេសរដ្ឋមន្ត្រីជាទីគោរពដ៏ពងខ្ពស់ឯកឧត្តមសមាជិកព្រឹទ្ធសភានិងរដ្ឋសភាជាទីគោរពដ៏ពងខ្ពស់ឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវឯកអគ្គរដ្ឋទូតឯកអគ្គរដ្ឋទូតឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវ អភិបាលនៃគណៈអភិបាលរាជធានីខេត្តឯកឧត្តមលោកជំទាវអស់លោកស្រីភ្ញៀវកិត្តិយសជាតិនិងអន្តរជាតិជាទីមេត្រីថ្ងៃនេះក្នុងនាមថ្នាក់ដឹកនាំនិងមន្ត្រីរាជការនៃក្រសួងផែនការខ្ញុំបាទមានកិត្តិយសនិងមានសេចក្តីសំណររីករាយយ៉ាងក្រៃលែងសូមសម្ដែងនៅភាពរកិច្ចគោរពដ៏ពងពោះបំផុតចំពោះសម្ដេចមហាបវរធិបតីហ៊ុនម៉ាណែតនាយករដ្ឋមន្ត្រី នៃព្រះរាជាណាចក្រកម្ពុជាដែលសម្ដេចបានផ្ដល់កិត្តិយសនិងឆ្លៀតឱកាសដ៏មមាញឹកអញ្ជើញចូលរួមជាអធិបតីភាពដ៏ពងពោះក្នុងពិធីផ្សព្វផ្សាយរបាយការណ៍ថ្នាក់ជាតិស្ដីពីលទ្ធផលចុងក្រោយនៃជំរឿនសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនៅព្រះរាជាណាចក្រកម្ពុជាឆ្នាំ 2022 និងសូមថ្លែងអំណរគុណយ៉ាងជ្រាលជ្រៅចំពោះអាដាមលោកជំទាវអស់លោកស្រីជាភ្ញៀវជាតិនិងអន្តរជាតិទាំងអស់ដែលបានឆ្លៀតឱកាសចូលរួមក្នុងពិធីនេះ គ
ខ្ញុំបាទសូមអនុញ្ញាតគោរពជំរាបជូនសម្ដេចធិបតីនិងអង្គប្រតិទាំងមូលអំពីសារៈប្រយោជន៍នៃនិងភាពចាំបាច់នៃជំនួយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចដំណើរការនិងការប្រព្រឹត្តទៅនិងលទ្ធផលនៃជំនួយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនៅប្រជាជាតិកម្ពុជាឆ្នាំ2022ដូចខាងក្រោមទី1សារៈប្រយោជន៍និងភាពចាំបាច់នៃជំនួយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចគោលបំណងជាសារវ័ននៃជំនួយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចគឺដើម្បីចងក្រងស្ថិតិមូលដ្ឋានគ្រឹះស្ដីពីអង្គភាពសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនិងបង្កើតបញ្ជីមេនៃអង្គភាពសេដ្ឋកិច្ចនៅក្នុងប្រជាជាតិកម្ពុជាដែលផ្ដល់នៅព័ត៌មានសំខាន់ស្ដីពីស្ថានភាពនៃសកម្មភាពនិងរចនាសម្ព័ន្ធសេដ្ឋកិច្ចដល់អ្នករៀបចំគោលនយោបាយអ្នករៀបចំផែនការអ្នកស្រាវជ្រាវនិងអ្នកពាក់ព័ន្ធដទៃទៀតបញ្ជីមេនៃអង្គភាពសេដ្ឋកិច្ចក៏ត្រូវបានប្រើប្រាស់ជាបញ្ជីគោលនិងធ្វើជាបញ្ជីសំណាក់គំរូសម្រាប់ជ្រើសរើសសំណាក់គំរូនៃអង្គភាពផ្សេងពាក់ព័ន្ធនឹងក្រុមហ៊ុនសហគ្រាសអាជីវកម្មសិប្បកម្មពាណិជ្ជកម្មនិងសេវាកម្មលើកលែងតែអង្គភាពសេដ្ឋកិច្ចក្នុងវិស័យកសិកម្មដែលត្រូវគ្រប់គ្រងដោយការធ្វើជំនួយកសិកម្មលើសពីនេះលទ្ធផលនៃជំនួយសេដ្ឋកិច្ចបានចូលរួមចំណែកយ៉ាងសំខាន់ក្នុងដំណើរការអនុវត្តយន្តការតាមដានត្រួតពិនិត្យនិងវិយតម្លៃការអនុវត្តគោលនយោបាយនិងផែនការអភិវឌ្ឍសេដ្ឋកិច្ចសង្គមទាំងនៅថ្នាក់ជាតិនិងថ្នាក់ក្រោមជាតិនិងបានចូលរួមចំណែកក្នុងការផ្តល់ទិន្នន័យសូចនាករសំខាន់ដែលជាតម្រូវការចាំបាច់មិនអាចខ្វះបានក្នុងការធ្វើបច្ចុប្បន្នភាពស្ថានភាពសេដ្ឋកិច្ចកម្ពុជាដែលឆ្លុះបញ្ចាំងពីទិន្នន័យព័ត៌មានសកម្មភាពផលិតកម្មសេវាកម្មរបស់អង្គភាពសេដ្ឋកិច្ចគ្រប់ទំហំខ្នាតនិងប្រភេទលក្ខណៈនៃរចនាសម្ព័ន្ធអង្គភាពសេដ្ឋកិច្ចកម្លាំងពលកម្មឬអ្នកចូលរួមការងារស្ថានភាពហិរញ្ញវត្ថុនិងសូចនាករផ្សេង
and other indicators in different sectors, especially for the household, in the framework of industry according to the UN standards. The Ministry of Planning implement or conducted this census first time in 2009 and contributing to economic growth in 2011 and implemented the inter-census in 2014 supported by JICA and 2021 Ministry of Planning conducted the list of economic institution in the Kingdom of Cambodia and continue to conduct economic census in the of Cambodia for the second time in 2022 based on the statistic laws in 2015. And second, the operation and the activity of economic census in 2020. The economic census 2022 conducted in conformity with the statistic law in 2015 according to the subdegree 151 on 2nd October 2019 to prepare and the economic census in the Kingdom of Cambodia with the subdegree 182 issue on 9 September 2021 and with the financial support from the Ministry of Economy and Finance, Ministry of Planning, established national committee for the economic census and also committee at subnational level to decide to start 1st March of 2022. We conducted surveys and data collection from 1st March until 31st of March 2022. and this is the census, and this is the economic census cover all economic institution in the Kingdom of Cambodia to collect economic data based on clear definition of economic entities. This is a commercial entity with clear locations of office and main activities on added values based on the definition of from UN. In this sense, the economic census in the Kingdom of Cambodia 2022 include all economic entities in market, enterprises, factories, and financial institution, microfinance, dealer, online seller, including schools, health centers, hospital, pagodas, and other services as well. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, this economic census 2022, this is a big operation with participation of all stakeholders who spend valuable time to provide us main informations to our officials. Besides this, this economic census 2022, this is big works at national level and conducted during the COVID-19 as usual, and urge the Ministry of Planning to coordinate for the interviews covering all economic situations in all 25 provinces and cities in the Kingdom of Cambodia, and finish successfully with the direction, with the instruction by Samdech Kemahasanada Jones and former Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, and the high-ranking of the Ministry of Planning, and in collaboration with the Institute of Statistics of Cambodia, with the support from World Banks and especially from OSAID, and in close collaboration with institutions at national levels and sub-national level to implement successfully this work, and to establish the final reports of economic census with success for the dissemination for the users. Third, the results of economic census of Cambodia 2022. Last result of this economic census in the Kingdom of Cambodia 2022 show very clearly we have a total around 753,067 economic entity, and with the increment of 49% in comparing with that also 2011, and all those economic institutions in 2022, 52.5 in the cities and 69.1% economic institutions. Their owners are females, led by females, and absorb 2.98 million, including 1.48 female workers. This economic 2022 cover only in industry 7% and services 93%. Besides this, economic institution was divided in different provinces and series classified accordingly to based on their incomes and their number of staff. I would like to take this opportunity to explain our sincere to the Royal Government of Cambodia for having supported fully full support, financial support, and I would like to express our sincere to the World Bank and also for the international corporations and for other partners as well, especially for the technical support to conduct this economic census with success. And I have a strong conviction that to receive further technical support and financial support for the following census. Before ending, I would like to express our deep thanks to Chai Thorn, to Dr. Chai Thorn, Dr. Chai Thorn, President of the National Commission of the Economic Census of Kingdom of Cambodia 2022, and Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Deputy Director, the Director of a Technical Commission, and as also for the economic census in provinces and city, and civil servant of the Ministry of Planning, and also other director of private enterprises for having contributed to this census. Finally, I would like to formulate our wishes to Thepday Hun Manet, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, with the four gems of Vada blessing, longevity, nobility, health, and strength. I would like to invite Samdech Thepday, Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia, to deliver the launching speech of the National Report of Final Result of Economic Census of Cambodia.
Excellencies, ladies and the senators, members of parliament, and members of the royal government, excellencies, ambassadors to the Kingdom of Cambodia, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I have great pleasure to join with you all at the launching ceremony of National Report on the final results of Economic Census of Cambodia 2022. It is an important event to officially put into use the data and information on economic establishments in Cambodia, which will be served as an important and clear inputs for the formulation of a well-oriented and evidence-based national policy, so that the policy and various national strategies will be successfully implemented. Taking this opportunity, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to the leadership and all officials of the Ministry of Planning, National Institute of Statistics, National Committee of Economic Census of Cambodia, Technical Committee of Economic Census, Outreach Committee of Economic Census, and all technical teams for their tireless efforts in line with the process of dynamics of a single system in a successful economic census of Cambodia 2022. I would also like to express my thanks to all relevant ministries, institutions for their cooperation in conducting the economic census of Cambodia 2022, and to the World Bank, development partners, the Australian Agency for International Development and Trade, AusAid, for their technical assistance to the economic census of Cambodia 2022. I'm also thankful to Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, the governors of provinces and authorities at all levels and all actors for your facilitation in the conduct of the economic census of Cambodia since the inception till the successful completion. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, just now, Excellency Buntachi gave a short summary report of the economic census and some of its importance. As we know that the data is very important, is a guiding compass, the map, the guide for allow us to know about the geography, political and economic geography, to know weather around us, what the situation like. Business needs to know about the feeling of clients before they invest. So it is also a compass for us to know how long we will reach the water, we will reach the waterfall, and where to go next. And the use of data for analyzing. In the world, we use the data. Without the data, we are in a situation of loss. We don't know the situation around us, or we cannot focus the future and where we are and where we go next. So the control of data is very important, and its use. Many companies in the world have put a lot of investment in this data collection. In our phones, there are data like email, Facebook. There are control of data. In Facebook, there is a data control of Facebook company. So all data will be analyzed whether what is the majority of people use or like investment of billions of dollars, and so for Cambodia as well, good data can help us to make the right and comprehensive decision. Even we marry a child before we decide as the parent to marry our daughter to a man. We have to know whether the gentleman is good, he came back home late, or is a gentleman. We also focus some scenarios in the future. Any changes in the future. This is an important work to set the directions, the plan of action and policy. If we cannot forecast how the situation will evolve, that means we are behind. We cannot have the preemptive decision. We cannot have reaction. That means the cows leave before we make the barn. So this is important, and I have seen business in the U.S. I like to make the point for you as entertainment. A commercial marketing, a marriage. the girl how to use to throw at the ball at him. Every time she missed the target. But 10 years ago, 10 years after, the woman analyzed the data. So next time, the girl can hit the husband. But at the same time, it means the forecast in our economy, for instance, COVID-19 or 2024, what sectors will grow and what sectors will be potential and what direction we will set. So based on the data, for instance, tourism, the data of the tourists, how it grows, where the destinations, what tourism product they need. They go to seaside or they go to other places to attract investment. Planning for education, for instance, Ministry of Education had introduced STEAM and STEM because we have made the forecast that needs the preparation of our human resources to use the technologies, mathematics, engineering, the means in preparation in advance. And all of these will increase the efficiency and to arrive at the target. It is true that we cannot make 100% forecast because there is the changes in the world trend. But it is even true that if we don't have even the data, that we will get lost. If we have clear data, if we go forward, we can adapt the data. As it is important to use the data. The royal government is using this data on two fronts. One is the formulation of policy that prerequisite to forecast in the future to ensure the competitiveness. And the second, that data can help us is to control and evaluate. The implementation of policy and introduction of policy of planning or other activities needs the follow-up and evaluation to correct or strengthen these activities. So what we can evaluate, it is true that the data can help us. The formulation of policy, the plan of action, there are indicators that we can evaluate. And to verify with these indicators, we need data. Whether we arrive at the target. And I thank once again for the economic census of Cambodia 2022. This is the second time we have conducted. First one in 2011. At that time, the situation was difficult regarding to data and information. We did not have enough human resources, and we rely on our friends, development partners. But in 2022, it's not only the good data, but also the resources of our own resources. Of course, we have technical assistance from our friends and development partners, but our officials and can do on our own. This is our pride. The development of capacity can ensure us whether we can turn on, when to turn on or to switch on the light, where we can walk, so we can ensure the activities for our nation. The evaluation of 2022 is very important, especially for the royal government of the 7th legislature. 2022, first, the data that we have used of the economic establishment, there's a growth from 50%, more than 50% increase in economic establishment. Even though we did not cover all the sectors, here we mostly we did not cover the mobile establishment, but mostly we have covered both in the system and out of the system. And this is an important work for us. First, we see the development for the last 10 years. How, where our social economic development stands and our economic establishment, what are the structures, and in the system what are the categories, what kind of businesses. Second, it helps us to evaluate the impact from the COVID-19. After COVID-19, what is the situation of our economic activities? Because there are questionnaires to collect data for this census. So what for this data? First, it is used to tell us where we are now. 10 years ago, we had a national development plan, and we had a 5-year or 10-year socio-economic development plan. We had goals for sustainable development 2030. We had other goals to indicate where we stand. Second, where we go next, especially in whether it match with the policy of the government of 7th legislature, the introduction of policy to support society at the right target to help economic activities in the system or to out of the system. This is it's important for the economic census of 2022. We have conducted after 10 years. So this year is a very important basis for our country to go forward, and this is also to achieve the 2020 the strategic development plan in 2024. It's not about research of the data posted online in various international institutions. That's the old data, but it should be based on the updated data. This is the introduction of a clear policy. It's not about the imagination, but based on the exact data, and it is important. The data collection has two prongs, like fortune teller. Some fortune teller, they tell something true. When we go to see the fortune teller, we feel that we believe in them. So the data that has been introduced, we have to believe in, because there's nothing else from this one. There are no other possibility to do the census. So we need to define this the quality of this data, because data from the Ministry of Planning, I don't see any other companies to do the census than the ministry. So all other ministries before introducing the policy, they will not send their official to do the census because without resources, without human or financial resources, so they need to rely on this editor. And it is also serve to attract investors. It is also an indicator for investment from both local and foreign investors, and help others researcher. So it gives a lot of importance, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It is the data and statistics plays a key role in all forms that I wish to give additional recommendations to direct the future work of the Ministry of Planning as follows. First, I request the Ministry of Planning to transform the economic census into data into comprehensive and scientifically proven information through the use of appropriate statistic methods so that it will become a solid input for all ministry institutions. I encourage to disseminate these results at large of this result. Second, Ministry of Planning, the National Institute of Statistics as a criteria, should promote the economic census work and other important surveys to ensure the data collection as the representation of and to understand for the benefit and Ministry of Planning should strengthen both human resources and structure of the National Institute. This is an important direction. The institution that is in charge with election, that we need to have the collection of the right data, right and comprehensive data. If we don't have enough samples, it is not a good data. So we need to revisit it in terms of human resources and other means, how the institute works, and to strengthen this national structure. Third, relevant ministry and institutions should cooperate with the Ministry of Planning in census and other important surveys, because Ministry of Planning has the high expertise in data collection in one hand, and the others for socio-economic development and for the input for other ministry institutions to implement. Fourth, Ministry of Planning should continue to strengthen their human capital for survey and census, and to transform the data and into information for right time used by the government. Ministry of Planning should plan the strategy to attract and mobilize human resources with expertise of statistics and analyzing expertise from both local and foreign for the important work of the ministry. At the same time, the reallocation of existing human resources will enhance the efficiency and work productivity. I have just said the data is important. National Institute of Statistics is important, but in all other ministries, institutions, it's also important that they need to focus on the collection of documents, policies, and statistics expertise interlinkages. I urge all ministries, other ministry institutions to pay attention first in their own ministries and institutions the allocation of both human resources and budget. Sometimes these institutions doesn't have because they just use the data for analyzing, but they are important to have the data for the ministers. So our relevant ministries for the formulation of the policies in the reform of the civil service, I gave 3 points recommendation. First, the recruit of new officials, the merit-based officials, and third is the internal reform. Also important to the motivation incentive that we focus on some expertise. Some ministries have revenue and already address this issue, and some others have not yet done, and some other ministry do not have revenue. If we talk about Ministry of Planning, it's important for the collection of data. So the reallocation of budget and other incentive, the ministry should pay attention. So the committee for the civil reform of the civil service focus on the government officials and officials in this statistics. We should consider giving incentive at any form to ensure that we attract and mobilize resources in the sector. It is true that I got a PhD in economy, but many people ask me whether I can do business, but I don't know. I can't. I can be sitting and write about the policy of economic policy. For accounting, they have their different activities, but policy makers are for economy. So within the ministry, there's also people who take care of these issues, and on the other hand, people who are operators. So both have to give hands to each other. If there is no clear policy decision to set the policy, it cannot be helpful for the operators, and cannot have the indicators to match. Those who make planning, they need also data. So I urge all ministries and institutions to look into their ministries, to look into the structure and the incentive within the ministries. And secondly, what the government may consider giving incentive, and we should also pay attention to those who work in the statistics to increase capacities and for the development and strategic thinking, so that we can be proactive. Otherwise, we are always so reactive. If we are not proactive, there is efficiency, but with low speed. But if in good coordination, based on proven scientifically proven method, we don't use the fortune teller. We use the data collector, the data analyzer, who can tell us where we go, where we are. I met a Mobitel company. There's a pool of young staff. They work on marketing, but they're always ahead of the market. They make research of the situation of a global product as well as the mindset of the clients, and to make connection with the situation and mindset in Cambodia, and to anticipate in the future what the youth will need. The royal government also need this. So those who work in this field should be motivated, and we need the human resources. It's important, above all, is investment in people, both training from the childhood to the high level, and investment in development resources of government officials. And for the National Institute of Statistics and Economic Institute, and also agriculture, need also related to research and development within other ministries. They also need so that we can be proactive. The Ministry of Commerce, we are not reactive. We have to set directions. We have to look. We have to analyze where we go. We have to look all the agreements we have as the data for free trade agreement with other ministry, regional and international framework. These are the raw data, so that we have to analyze. We have to analyze where to go. We cannot have all the data and walk into one direction. We have to focus on the main goal. For instance, the market there's already saturated. 60 countries already have their products all over there, so we cannot sell the products to this market. We need a map. We have need to we cannot draw a map after we have left for the journey. So we look into the map before we depart, and to what point where we have to review it. So this related to the strengthening of institutional capacities, and it's not only that's not only concerned with the Ministry of Planning, but it concerns all other ministries to pay attention to the human resources development and attract them and maintain them, because they are the secretariat for us, secretariat to help us thinking and to set the direction. The secretariat as the think tank for us, and we based on like scientifically proven method. We set policy. We ask the fortune teller, and we shake, like fortune teller in Chinese fortune teller, they shake a stick, and then there's a result for us. But so we need a scientist, both resources and the allocation and incentive in internal ministries. So, and the government will give additional attention to this. That's the main aims of the reform. That is in the third pillar in the reform of civil service. The motivation so that we will have more incentive. 6. The use of data is important for all work and all sectors, as I have mentioned above. I request all ministry institutions, both national level, for the internal training and to keep and use this training. It is important. That's the key. We keep an expertise. That means we value the expertise so that we can maintain. Even a material in the army, when I was the commander, I give three instructions. I will not equip with this one if they don't use it. If we spend $1 million to equip one agency but they don't use it, will be spoiled. We lost the budget, and this equipment will get lost. And third, people who know the expertise in the long term, they will not be there any longer. So the training and the use of the capacities as for the secretary. So I re-emphasize that the head of ministries and institutions, we train people and we use people. I had an experience when we train people, the army with the communications equipment. I asked that entities, and I trained people, but then they're no longer there because there was instruction for their training. So later on, they not be there. So there is also there should be a structure. Second reform is the internal reform. Where to reform, where to strengthen, or to adjust. And the data for the training, mobilize resources, and most importantly, to use this resource. This is the only key to ensure the sustainability in each ministries and institutions. If we don't task people to use their expertise, they will run away because they like the knife. If they are not using it, it's not sharp. They need to sharpen. So the use or the give motivation to motivate people. We have mobilized them, we train them, we motivate them, and we have to keep them. Some institutions have more resources, but I need all institutions to be able on this expertise. And be on their own. We have the Secretariat as a think tank for all ministries. All ministries have built this capacity in the framework of the policy making. So they have to revisit and consider. 7, I request Ministry of Economy and Finance to consider allocating the budget resources on human resources development that indicated in the Pentagonal strategy phase 1 and the investment in the technology equipment in line with the ministry planning, so that we can increase the efficiency of the work, speedy and efficient and quality. Before concluding, once again, I would like to thank the leadership of Ministry of Planning, National Institute of Statistics, and all officials of the Ministry of Planning for their work of economic census of Cambodia 2022 successfully. With the official launching of the final report of the final result of the economic census of Cambodia 2022, I wish Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, good health, happiness, and success under the shade of peace and with the 5 Buddha blessing. Thank you. Excellencies.
On the morning of December 26, 2023, the Prime Minister announced the final results of the 2022 economic census in Cambodia at the Soccer Hotel. The 2022 economic census, a comprehensive statistical undertaking, involved the participation of owners of economic entities across the nation. It was conducted during the COVID-19 pandemic and aimed to interview all economic entities in Cambodia's 25 provinces and capitals. The National Institution of Statistics of the Ministry of Planning, with the technical support
Next.
of the World Bank and Australian Agency
It's the departure of the Prime Minister of the Kingdom of Cambodia.
carried out in cooperation with relative ministries, institutions and national and subnational bodies. The main purpose of the census was to compile essential statistics on economic entities and create a master list of such entities in Cambodia. This information is crucial for policymakers, planners, researchers and other stakeholders as it provides insights of the state of economic activities and structures. The master list of economic entities also serves a benchmark and a sampling list for related surveys on companies, enterprises, businesses, crafts, trade and services, with the exception of agriculture entities. So we'll cross over to Swaywat just to find out a little bit of what the Prime Minister spoke about. Swaywat, can you tell us a little bit what the Prime Minister spoke about? Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of.
Make this report, and he have been talking that.
Yes, right. I can hear you.
Hello?
Yep.
You hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. The Prime Minister of Cambodia have mentioned about the important thing about the economic census 2022, and he also have said that this is the program of Cambodia. That right now Cambodia have the human resource that can make this census to complete and also have the report that is almost made by the Cambodia people, because if we compare to the last report, is the we have a lot from the French country and also the NGO to have the government to make the census. But the new one that is now, this is the show the ability of the human resource of Ministry of Plan that was completed, and even though we received the technical support from the NGO, from the UN, from the Australia, but the most of the part of it is from the Royal Government of Cambodia itself. He have thought that this is the map for the government to implementation the new policy, and also to look forward what the facing challenge of the Cambodia people. And this report is a very important one for all of ministry and all our institute in the Cambodia to check before they have the policy or they have what they will be do to promote the livelihood of the Cambodian people. The Prime Minister have asked the government of Cambodia, especially the Ministry of the Finance, to be fully support to increase the to promote the human resource related to the census and also the Ministry of Planning in the Cambodia as well.
Thank you. Well, that sounds very interesting. Thank you. So we look forward for your report later on today. Thank you very much for your time. So this morning, thank you. So this morning, the Prime Minister just released the results of the census. So you've been watching EAC News. We announced the final results of 2022 economic census at the Cambodia Hotel, the Soccer Hotel in Cambodia. It was a comprehensive strategic undertaking involving the participation of owners of economic entities across the nation. The EAC News team will keep you updated throughout the day. You can find us on www.eacnews.asia and all our social network. The team from EAC News would like to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Anthony Ellis.